3, 2, 1. Sorry. Here we go. All right. Hi, everybody. Now I'm scratching my eye. God, fucking Jesus, DJ, get my shit together.
God
All
damn
right.
it, dude.
All right,
3,
here we go.
2, 1.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Pardon the Distraction. I'm DJBluePDX here with the Lost Drake, and we had Christmas come early. Well, he had Christmas come early this last week because we both now, at Pardon the Distraction, are powered by and seated by the wonderful people over at Herman Miller. Herman Miller achieved something brand new with their new Logitech partnership, and they created something called the Phantom Chair. And to be fair, we're both super comfortable. As you can see right now on Drake's, if you listen to the audio, he's turning the chair around. You can see it. It's red, it's black, it's fully adjustable, it's breathable. The seat goes in and out. Arms go up and down, in and out, forward and backward. The neck rest is actually for your neck, not the back of your head, so it's relaxing and ergonomically efficient. So good for workplace ergonomics, periodly. Periodly?
Yes.
Jesus,
All
what is
the
happening
above.
right now?
Yes.
Anyways, if you'd like to find out more about this chair and others, all you've got to do is head over to store.hermanmiller.com/gaming-chairs. But to get your eyes on it and to get a good feel for it, check out this video.
This is your champion.
Heads up! We're not alone!
Anyone want to take me out? Come find me.
It's go time!
Bad news. I'm down.
We got this. Throwing thermite grenade.
Faster, faster, faster!
You are the champions.
Beautiful work, beautiful!
What an awesome video. Honestly, it was so cool that we got to see them at TwitchCon. It was so cool that I got to introduce you to them at TwitchCon.
Yep.
And then you just hit it off like that. They're like,
Yep.
hey, we like you. We're sending you a chair.
Yeah.
So that means our whole podcast is now powered by Herman Miller.
Yeah.
The comfort of
And-
Herman Miller and the Phantom Chair.
Yes. Yeah. Logitech G and Herman Miller making this brand new chair, freaking awesome. And
Yeah,
to be honest
huge
with
shout
you, it's crazy too, because here's the funny thing about it, right? So back in May, so I this is actually a really funny story. So back in May, I ended up doing a big charity drive with St. Jude.
Right.
And we ended up hitting the goal. We ended up hitting way over the 10,000 mark. So freaking awesome. We crushed it. The community did really well. We raised a bunch of money for the kids, which was fantastic, obviously. Well, one of the prizes was a brand new Secret Labs chair, but it was
that's right.
with the St. Jude logo on it, and as a thank you for hitting the goal. So I get this. I haven't had a chair in a while, so I had a Secret Labs chair before, and they are amazing chairs. But the thing is that I have noticed over time that they're one of those chairs that you have for like 3 years and then you swap them out, right?
Right.
The
yeah.
Herman Millers have always been known. Like if you see any big top streamer, they're sitting in these type of chairs because they're good for your back. The lumbar is better. And obviously Secret Lab has developed their chairs over the years too. But this is the elite, the premium. This is the chair that you want to get and you reach your goals for. You know, like me personally, I never thought I'd have one of these chairs because, you know, they are a little bit pricey. But this one isn't that bad. compared to some of the other Herman Millers, because some of them are very, very pricey. But those are made specifically for like office sitting and other things like that. This is a fantastic chair.
Yeah, the original, I would say, merger and joint effort by Herman Miller and Logitech was the embodied chair, obviously. And there goes my phone again.
There you go. That never fails. We always got to get it once. We always got to get it once.
DJ, come on.
First time podcasting.
Right, here we go. But the embodied chair went over really, really well. But there was a lot of great feedback that they got from not only their partners, but from those people in the industry who also picked one up, and they redesigned and they upgraded the design, and it's now so much more comfortable and flexible and designed to work with your back the way that it should. As somebody with a background in massage therapy, this is exceedingly healthy as a way to sit. The one thing I do notice is that my body is so used to sitting in such a wonky state.
Yep.
Such a weird state with that last piece of crap chair that it's adjusting. My back is adjusting, my shoulders are readjusting, my hips are readjusting because I'm sitting properly.
But do your hips
Which
lie?
is awesome. No, my hips don't lie. Damn it. There's no way out of that one.
I baited you so hard on that. That was awesome. But no, I totally agree with you. Like, this chair is awesome. I like that they move forward, back, left, right. The seat moves forward. The lumbar support is like really, really good. But I will agree with you. Like, sitting in like the Secret Labs chair compared to this one, like, the lumbar support started kind of going out in the Secret Labs chair because I had it for so long.
Yeah.
And I sat back and I was just like, whoa, like, this is pushing. Because I don't know if you remember this, like a year and a half into me streaming, and this is like right after we met and right before me and Nay actually got married, I got in that horrible car accident. And my back was all jacked up. Like, I could barely move. I had to go down the aisle with a jacked up back at my own wedding. And I was like, like, I was so messed up. But, I've had multiple chairs. Like, I had one from eBlue, which I worked with that company when I first started because it was like an entry level. Like, they were like, they did a lot of esports stuff. But their chairs were not the best. I will just straight that right now. But then I got a Secret Labs chair from my community. My community's like, hey, we're gonna get you one because I know you want one. And the main reason why they got it for me is because they came out with the House of Dragon version. And me and dragons, and obviously, like, I was like, okay, well, not House of Dragons at that time. It was Game of Thrones. It was a Targaryen chair. So I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like, I was like, yes, I was so grateful, so thankful for that. But then I got this. And the very next day, DJ, I shit you not, the very next day, that St. Jude Secret Lab chair came in, and it's their brand new model of their chair. So I'm like, and here's the weird thing, right? So, like, I love that chair. It got me through the last almost 4 years of having that same chair. But I will definitely tell you, having this chair, my back, my support, everything about it is so nice. And the one thing I will say that I love the most about it is that it literally, like, it's kind of breathable compared to a lot of other chairs. So, like, when it's cold, like, it actually, you can feel it. Your feet don't get like super warm. Your butt doesn't get sweaty, which, I mean, anybody who says their ass don't get sweaty after streaming 5 hours, you're full of shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, being a dude, like, we sweat. It's just part of it. It doesn't matter. And
I haven't. I don't get the sweats on this chair. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. And I think it's because those are so thick and they're memory foam and like everything else. These are just like mesh. It's just a mesh material with like a light memory foam. And it's very,
and the
very
seat's
nice.
reinforced.
Yeah.
Like, the seat is reinforced. You can tell this is not going to break down. And one of the things that I definitely noticed from the chairs that I have tried out in the past, and I never ended up getting one because, the first thing I looked at was its ergonomics and potential for breakdown, because, it'd be useless to have to spend that much money on a chair and then buy another one.
Yeah.
Well, unlike other chairs that use excessive padding to make up their lumbar area, or a pillow that's strapped into the back that you raise up and down manually, this is not about pillows that break down. This actually has a frame guard in the back that creates the lumbar spine tension, the lumbar spinal tension over support over the top, underneath the mesh, so that you're not having to worry about anything stretching out. It's lightweight, super easy to install. My housemate was
It was 3
flipped out
pieces.
because
It was
my
easy.
housemate flipped out because he said, first of all, why are you getting giant boxes on the front porch? Second of all, why are you getting Herman Miller boxes on the front porch?
Yeah.
I said, wait, you know who Herman Miller are? He's like, yes, the entire hospital staff is, all we have is Herman Miller.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went, must be nice to be a doctor.
Yeah, right. Well, and that's what's even funnier about it too, is because like I have been having horrible, like you guys, anybody who's been watching me or you've known me forever. When am I ever out of a hoodie? I live in Arizona. Even during the summer, I wear a hoodie, I wear a beanie, I wear a hat. I always I'm always comfy. This is like my brand. This is me as a person. And so when I'm sitting in a chair, like I want to be comfortable, right? So it was really nice of them. And again, big shout out to Herman Miller and Logitech G for hooking up me and DJ, because these
super appreciated.
We are very thankful because this Christmas season has been a little rough, as a lot of content creators are starting to realize, and with inflation and everything else and prices gouging and going up and gas prices through the roof and groceries through the roof, when it costs $5 for a carton of eggs, it's like, something's not right. So, obviously, things have been tight for everyone. And, for us to get gifts like that, especially, I mean, it's $1,000 chair.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. And seriously, thank you so much for that, Herman Miller, Logitech G, for hooking us up. And
big shout out and thank you to them people. I love them.
And you'll hear more from us soon about it. For right now, we are just we're going through enjoying it ourselves, and here in the near future, hopefully, you guys will be able to enjoy it with us as well. Yes, but don't forget, you guys can go over to their website and go pick it up right now. It is available. They come in multiple different colors. I think it's 3 different colors, right? It's the black, the red, and I think there's
the black, red, and white.
White, yeah.
Yep.
So you can get one of the 3 colors, and I'm sure they're going to come out with more as the popularity grows with them as well. Just giving gamers an option to be able to get that. A lot of people were like $1,000 for a chair, but I'm going to tell you right now.
And right now it's not. Right now it's on sale, 20% off, for $796.
There you go.
I don't know how long that's going to go on for, but
get it now. Why you can. Because I'm going to tell you right now, anybody who says that even $700 is too much for a chair, let me tell you right now, from somebody who sits on their ass all day doing podcasts, streaming, content, making videos, sitting at my computer, doing graphic design, because I was a graphic designer way before I was a content creator. Making websites. When you're sitting at a desk all day, if you don't have good support, it is horrible. And having this featured, being able to have that, the lumbar support, everything else, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, all chairs have lumbar support. Not like this. It's crazy how it works. Like it's up on the top part of the back. It also has this too. This is adjustable, which is really nice. And it just sits. Like I can just sit here. You don't need a pillow. You don't need the extra fluff. You don't need any. It's literally just for good posture and making your back feel good. So, again, thank you so much for that. And the other flip side to it, and I have a funny story. So 6 years, I'm coming up to 6 years as a content creator. I bought a portable AC unit for my room.
Yeah.
And over the last year, I've noticed it started getting much warmer in my room. Right now, it is 60 degrees in my room. It is very nice in here. It feels fucking fantastic. But up until yesterday, it did not feel that way. It felt like it was like 85 degrees in my room. And Goose and Zeke came over and they're playing on the arcades while I was streaming the other day, and we were all kind of goofing around. They're like, man, it is hot in your room. And I go, really? They go, and Zeke just looks at me and he goes, have you ever changed out the filter in that? I'm like, there's a filter? And he just goes, yes, Drake, there's a filter. I go, I thought it was just water-based, and it's like a refrigerant that just goes through, and, the water will go over the coils. because that's how the outside AC works, or any other AC unit, like a radiator type system. And so I was like, I didn't know it had a filter. Dude, I took this thing out of the back.
Oh, God.
And I have animals. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats. So there's always fur. I even have a seal underneath my door, so that way the fur doesn't come in my room. But it still makes its way, and I open it up, and the vacuum, it like pulls it in every time I open it up. Dude, I pulled it out. The hair was this thick.
Dude.
It almost didn't want to pull out, and that sounded bad, but you know what I meant. And I pulled it all the way out. I pulled it all the way out, dude, and it started breaking like peanut brittle, because it was melted, because it was so hot. And it literally was breaking apart. So imagine hair peanut brittle. That's what it was. And and that was just the first layer. I took it out, and then inside there was another completely rectangular piece of just fur. And then I reached in, and it came out like its own filter of
That's
just
disgusting.
all in one piece.
Abso-fucking-lutely gross.
And so I took it out, I threw it away, I broke up the other piece, got it all off, and I actually had to take it into the shower and rinse it off, because it's like a mesh screen. I rinsed it out, and it was pure black, dude. Blacker than this. It actually started staining my bathroom tub, and I was like, oh! Like, it smelled so... Dude, it smelled like burnt hair and just dirt. And so,
That's
like, I'm
disgusting.
rinsing it out. Well, now I know there's a filter.
Yeah.
And I put it back in, dude, and within seconds, my AC unit was like, oh! Like, it was so
God.
happy, dude. It was so... It has sounded so rough for the last, like, 4 years. And I was like, man, I don't know why it sounds like that. It doesn't sound right. And so, like, I took it out, and I even looked, is there, like, a drain plug? Like, do I have to drain it, refill it? There was nothing on there. But this, in my defense, like, I know how ACs normally work. But, like, for a portable AC unit, like, it is so blended in.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
filter?
My window upstairs is the same way.
It's so blended in, so you can't really see where it slides out, the filter. So I just thought that it was just
Mine
one
pulls
piece,
up-
and that was it.
Oh, yeah. No, mine pulls up the front.
Yeah, no, mine is on the side, and it's in the back, but it's like so flush that you can't even see it. So
Did you have to unmount it to...
No, so it's one of the ones that, like, because I have like a window lock, and then like it's one of those tubes that come down, and then it connects to the back, and it's
gotcha.
actually
You got a
behind.
standing unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a standing unit. So it's actually behind there. It's actually what they give you when like your AC goes out or you need to heat your room or whatever. Like, and they'll come out. The state will come out and give you one of these. Well, I got one at Home Depot, and I put it in here, and it worked great for like the first year.
Oh, God. That's
But
fucking hilarious.
now it's a brisk, very cool 60 degrees in my room, and I fucking love it. And I'm so happy
yeah.
because, like, I hate being hot, and it's funny because I live in Arizona. But right now, dude, just so you
Right.
know the temperature,
Jesus.
it was 65 degrees for a high yesterday. The low was 39 degrees last night. It was so fucking amazingly nice. I walked out. Well, I also made the mistake of this too, because my fucking dog, dude, I don't know if your dogs do this. And any
Bark
pet
at
owner
nothing?
out there, dude.
Bark at absolute nothing in the middle of the night?
That every dog fucking does that. Cade does that more than anybody, but fucking Cade, bro. We have an automatic trash can.
Oh, God.
He learned how to open it with his fucking
Oh,
nose,
God.
the sensor.
Oh, no.
And he broke it. So we got another trash can. And this one is one of the ones where you put your foot on it. This motherfucking dog, he acts dumb, but he is smart as shit. He'll like look
Oh,
up
yeah.
at the ceiling and ignore you and do this and like look around. Anybody who's seen my dog in real life, like, you know, like you'll be talking, you'll be like, hey, Cade, and he'll just do this, dude. And I'm not even joking. He'll just go like this. Just look around. Just look around like he's like, are you talking to me? But anyway, this little fucker puts his paw on the fucking pedal and opens up the trash can and pulls trash out of the trash can.
Little bastard.
And he doesn't knock over the whole trash can. He does it subtly. So he takes one piece out. But then if you catch him, he darts. Dude, he takes off. Like, he will fucking run full sprint. He'll go out the door, out the doggy door. He'll go into the backyard and stand in the corner of the yard and just look at me with it in his mouth. And just won't move, like you can't see me.
I dare you to come over here and fuck with me, yeah.
Yeah. So then I'll go over there. But then here's the funny thing. When I get close to him, he'll freeze. He'll put his ears down. His tail will go between his legs. He's like, sorry, Dad. And his teeth, he like has it gripped. And he'll like start chattering his teeth and he'll let it go really slowly and set it down and start backpedal walking. Like, dude, I need to get it on recording. It's the funniest shit.
Fucking hilarious.
So he'll literally like step away like it wasn't me. It wasn't me. You didn't see me. And so the other day, he fucking gets into the trash can and he takes everything out, dude. I don't know how he did it without knocking over the trash can.
Glued.
He fucking took everything out, took it on the patio. There's trash everywhere. I come outside, I go, Cade! And he just goes like this. He goes, and just froze. And I'm like, you know you fucked up. And he comes over. He comes over super slow, dude. He's like inching towards me. He comes up, touches me nose to nose, and just goes like this. Just goes, like super slow lick, dude. Like he was afraid to like kiss me.
That's
and I'm like,
hilarious.
what the fuck, dude? So I can't be mad at the little bastard, but god damn it, dude. Fucking dogs, man. They're literally, I fucking love dogs. I really do. They have so much personality. They love you so much. But god damn it, sometimes they piss you off.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, pretty much that's it. So,
there you go.
Obviously, as some of you guys got to tune in last week too, we got to play Dying Light. We had major issues actually trying to get together. It took us only 3 hours. That and the internet going out, which, by the way, DJ, I got a brand new Nighthawk.
Nice.
Because I got it on sale through Black Friday.
Nice.
Literally top of the line. This thing is normally $500. I got it for like 200 or something. Got it, installed it. So today will be the first stream with the new router. And come to find out, when the guy came over, I think I told you this already, he literally ripped out all the old cables, everything, all brand new.
Nay saying something about that. I was like, what?
Everything, dude. It was probably close to 500 feet of excess cable that all ended up going in my trash can. He's like, I don't understand what this technician did, but it's wrong. And he was super nice, and he was like cracking jokes because he was like making a mess upstairs, and like when he was drilling through the walls and stuff, he's like, do you got a vacuum? I don't want your wife to kill you. He's like, my wife, she does two things. She will yell at me when I'm not cleaning, and she will yell at me when I'm cleaning because I'm not doing it right.
Well, that's what happens.
And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much true. But yeah, we were playing Dying Light, so that was fun. And then today, World of Warcraft Dragonflight comes out. I can't believe I'm actually jumping back into the game. I played Shadowlands, and it was okay, but I was like, meh. But when they include dragons, you guys all know, when it includes dragons, I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to. I'd be stupid not to. So, yes, I am going to be playing Dragonflight today with an old-time friend, with an actual IRL friend that we used to do that hours on end. Like, we had this little office, and we'd sit there for, like, 3 days straight when the expansion comes out and just grind out stuff and be raid ready and all this stuff. Man, we were so addicted to WoW. It was disgusting. And I mean, a lot of us were, but WoW kind of faded off, and now there's Final Fantasy Online, which DJ hates with a passion, because he hates MMOs. I just don't think he likes MMOs.
It's not that I hate MMOs. I just don't like it when I have to, if it sits there and it's just a bunch of fucking text boxes. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
And it's just running back and forth to find out one thing to find out. It's like, what the fuck? Send me on a mission. There's so much dead time where you're not actually doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's also one of those things too where like you jumped in and you were kind of behind us. So that's the bad thing about MMOs. Like if you're behind and you're not playing with somebody and you got to play catch up, that's rough. Even if you go back, then it feels like you're wasting the other person's time because they're not getting anything from it. That's one thing that MMOs need to fix. Like it should be like, hey, and Final Fantasy actually did a pretty good job of that for the most part, because if you go back and help out your friends, you still get experience, but it makes your enemies harder, but makes it easier for them. It's in certain areas, but yeah, MMOs not DJ's favorite, but I have a feeling this week is gonna spark your interest a little bit, and hopefully you get a code from the dev. If you haven't signed up for it, DJ, make sure you go to rainmaker.gg. Because they actually have 2 games coming out this week, one on the 1st and one on the 2nd. Callisto Protocol is coming out, which is one of the ex-devs from Dead Space. And that game is meant to scare you. It has a season pass, so there's going to be stuff afterwards, which is great. They're going to have extended DLC. The game looks fantastic. I've actually seen live game previews of it at shows and events. It looks really, really good. That comes out on the 1st or 2nd. I can't remember. I know it's like it's one of those 2 days. But then, DJ, are you an XCOM fan? Did you ever play XCOM?
I think I did play XCOM way back in the day.
Yeah, so
like way long ago.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute for me as well. But Marvel's Midnight Suns is made by the developers who made XCOM, and it comes out on the 2nd, and they have a roster of Marvel characters like no other, all the way from Blade to Miss Marvel to Doctor Strange to Wolverine, and it looks actually really fucking good. And you can apply for both of those at rainmaker.gg. If you're a content creator, go apply for them. Definitely go do it. Because if you can get a dev key and actually review the game yourself and play it early, it's always a nice plus for that. Rainmaker.gg has always been really good about supporting gamers, no matter your size. Sometimes they're looking for smaller content creators, sometimes they're looking for bigger, but it doesn't hurt to apply. And the same thing with like Keymailer and other websites like that you can go on. So if you're a content creator, go sign up for those guys, because it's super easy. You just log in with your Twitch account, YouTube, whatever, and basically just put your why you want to play the game. And if they like your response, they'll send you a code, and you'll get a notification, and then you can play. But yeah, so we got some big games coming. I'm 52 hours into God of War, and supposedly I'm only 60% through the story.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's a big game.
Yeah, and the story is fantastic, dude. It is very addicting. I'm probably going to finish it this week and then go back and 100% it, because I did with the first God of War, and I love the God of War series. And from what I've heard, this is the last one that's going to be in the Viking/Norse setting. I don't know if that's true, because I haven't beat it yet. But supposedly at the end of this game, it's going to lead into the next one and how they're going to progress with the God of War series. And it is the only reason, other than Final Fantasy games and Uncharted and Horizon, that I own a PS5. So, yeah. So I am super stoked. It's those exclusives that are so good. I mean, God of War Ragnarok got a 10 across the board, pretty much at every game dev reporting company, and everybody says how much they enjoy it and like it. It's probably game of the year easily.
Yeah.
If it's not, because there wasn't really a vast. Can you think of any other games that, other than Elden Ring, that really stood out?
I mean, no.
I don't think there was a lot of other really like whoa games. I think next year, however, is going to be a shitstorm. Because we got
stuff coming.
I mean, well, just in January alone, right? Just in January alone, we got the new Hogwarts game. So that's gonna be obviously really cool. I am upset that it's not multiplayer. I still don't understand why it's not multiplayer. That game had every opportunity to literally in imbue all of your friends together, running around as wizards and playing. I don't understand their logic, but you know, they also signed The Flash, and Warner Brother hasn't been making the best decisions lately. So, you know,
That's
I don't know.
putting it lightly.
I think the only thing that they've got good going for them that they can't really fuck up is Mortal Kombat, because they got Ed Boon. So, because Mortal Kombat's always good. I don't care what anybody says. Mortal Kombat continuously shines, and there's rumors that they're making, you know how they made like Injustice?
Yeah. Mhm.
So there's rumors that Ed Boon's next game is going to be all Marvel. And if that is the case, woo! But I don't know how that would work, because they are very DC centric. I mean, even their new games are all DC based. Like everything is Superman, Batman. Maybe they make an Injustice 2, which I still wouldn't hate, because I actually like the Injustice series, which you know how much of a fanboy I am of Marvel, but the Injustice series is pretty badass. And the fact that Superman's just a dick and everybody wants to kill him, I love it.
Right. Yeah.
So all that. DJ, what are you excited for? Like coming up in the next year? Because obviously we have so many games that are coming out. Starfield's coming out, which a lot of people are excited about. But what are you most excited? Well, like on this slate for 2023, because we got a month and 3 days left, right? What are you most excited in 2023 coming up?
I'm excited for Halo Infinite to finally work.
Well, that's 2026.
Hopefully. I have high hopes that with Forge, now the fixes will start coming. I have not seen that yet. But I feel like we're getting closer. Other than that, I have so many games to catch up on. I couldn't tell you what's coming out in 2023, to be fair. I've been dealing with other hilariously fun and ridiculous situations recently.
Like what?
So, well, for starters, I reached 14,000 followers on Friday, which is incredible, absolutely amazing. I did my show with you on Friday.
Yeah.
Then flipped over and did the DJ party for Logitech.
Yep.
And then flipped back to my channel to do my DJ set. And suddenly got follow botted. The only thing that changed is the fact that I used to just have LGBTQI plus in my thing, and then I added gay. People were like, "Are you a supporter?" Blah 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 blah. You're not really.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I added the gay, and then all of a sudden I got follow botted, and I laughed and laughed. I said, "Look at this! Look at this! They're gonna." I said, "Are you guys gonna get me to 12,500?" And it gets up there. I was like, "Ha! Have fun making me look cool." Listen, nothing is more entertaining than knowing the fact that you spent money to boost my channel size. You realize this is not a bad thing. This is just like,
well, you know,
and all of your shit's gonna get pulled off anyways. But you know what? Go ahead, knock yourself out.
I mean, will it? Yeah,
I said knock yourself out, and all of a sudden, again. And I'm sitting there DJing, watching this, like, okay, whatever. This is not bothering me at all. And they got me for like 12,750. I said, you know what? Don't be a little bitch. If you're gonna do this, do it right. Give me to 13 grand. I mean, rule number one with me is don't troll a troll. And by that, I mean they don't need to be trying to troll me, because I will troll them back so fucking hard. And they got me to 13,000. I was like, yeah, well, since you took us that far, you know, listen, I know that you think that you're bothering me, but this is fucking hilarious, and I'm so goddamn entertained, it's not even funny. I said, and then nothing happened. I said, oh, what happened? You have to refill your prepaid credit card that your mom gives you for, you know, for your lunch money? Don't be a little bitch. All of a sudden,
Oh my God.
And then it stopped for a second. And Doc K, I said, oh, thank God, I think it's finally over. He said, no, he's probably just got to reload his fucking bot gun. You know, I need more bots to load into my gun so I can fire this guy, because apparently I think I'm going to be awesome.
And, you know,
and I said, I said, here, watch. It'll come back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and my chat just explodes in follows. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
My God.
Like, it was so comedically funny.
Dude, at this point, it's a fucking joke. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. And this is one thing I'm going to call out Twitch on, right?
Yep.
You get an automated when you report it, right? Everybody's like, did you report it? I'm going to report it. I'm going to report it. I'm like, guys, don't even waste your fucking time. You know why?
Nope.
I
reached out and I got
personally,
no response.
I have stopped reporting them because they take them off automatically anyway.
Yeah,
They go
it
through
all
like
comes
a
off.
yearly cleanse, and then they're just like, and your fucking follower count drops without any warning, without anything, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? They do like a yearly purge anyway, right? So it's, if somebody wants to come in and waste your money and fucking follow bot and try to disrupt and try to troll, fucking stop spending money on that and drop a sub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just they spend hundreds of dollars going around botting. And some of these people just make their own, so they're not spending money, you know, obviously. But it's at this point where it's just comical. It's comical at best. It makes no fucking sense why people do it. I don't understand it. I don't even understand the troll logic to it, because the only people that get upset about it are new content creators. Because they're not used to it. They're like,
or people who are prone to be playing the victim card. I'm being followed by it. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Well,
oh my god!
starters, stop freaking out and crying about
support me! I don't know
Chill
how I'm
the
gonna make it
fuck
through
out.
this.
Yeah.
So many people do that shit. They use that as a weapon to try to make more money. And surprise, surprise, guys. And I hate to fucking say this, a lot of those people do it to themselves, so that way they can play the victim card. And don't move all the way to the right, because that Christmas tree focuses in too much.
There you go.
But no, for real though. But a lot of people do that. They'll literally view bot themselves, so that way they can play the victim
That's
card.
fucking absurd.
No, it's the fucking truth, dude. I've actually heard horror stories of
I thought
other
it costs
mods
money
coming
to do
me.
that.
No, here's the funny thing, right? Here's the funny thing, and it's a fucking crazy logic, but it's like reverse psychology on your own community, which is kind of fucked. But I've actually heard this from other mods that left them because of stuff like this and have been part of my community. People message me that literally this is what they'll do. And I hate to say this, most of the time, it's the very overdramatic, very sexual content creators that do it. Because what they do is they'll be like, oh my god, I got view botted. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to lose my channel. Cleavage, cleavage, cleavage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, that is most of the time what happens. And the 3 people that I know that have done it, they do that. They'll do it, and then they'll use it to push out. So they're, go over and support my OnlyFans just in case I lose my Twitch account. And they get a giant spike in money. They may spend $100 to view bot their own account, but then they go over to OnlyFans and they'll make $5,000. And it's a reverse psychology type thing, but it's a fucking crazy thing. And this is actual.
This is all shit I had no idea about.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, dude, it's funny what people relay to me, because like they'll be like, dude, did you see what happened the other day? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And a lot of the time I don't listen to like rumor based shit. I don't listen to Twitter, obviously. But you know, you'll see stuff like online, and you'll see people like going over dramatic, over the top. And I've seen guys do it too. I've seen guys do the same thing. But they won't use the body. They'll use the emotion.
I mean, they should.
But well, look, here's the thing though. Like, how many you don't really see any macho, really buff, no shirt off, because I think they even started cracking down.
Puppy? No, Puppy goes shirtless constantly.
Well, but I think they're starting to crack down on that, because I've noticed people are getting hits on it. And I've noticed, and yeah, dude, like people take it because they're trying to keep it universal across the board, not only for guys but for women as well. And they're trying to make it so if a girl can't do this, neither should a guy. You know what I mean? So they're trying to make it equal, but it's just never gonna fucking happen. Taking off a shirt on a guy is much different than a girl taking her shirt off, or somebody getting banged on stream, which has happened a lot lately. I don't know if you've been seeing that. Like, people are actually having sex on stream and then getting their accounts taken and then getting it back. But then there's people getting permabanned for literally showing too much cleavage. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't understand what bot logic or what Twitch has got going on where they view and review stuff. I think it's all automated and it's all AI based. I don't even think anybody even mans that anymore. I think it's just like, oh, skin banned. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, they said a racist word banned, which that should be a thing. I mean, if somebody's dropping...
The minute you drop something like that, you just need to go.
The second you drop the N-word or you're fucking dropping racial slurs, I actually saw somebody who actually is a comedian, a content creator on Twitch, and they got banned on YouTube as well after they got banned on Twitch because they were doing impersonations.
What?
Because they're making fun of this specific said person. I won't say who it was, but this specific person was doing, like Hispanic accents and Asian accents, and he's a white
voice
guy.
Actor, or
well, he's a comedian, so he was like he was doing like stereotypical stuff, like, and he was going through these skits. He was doing skits online. Oh. And because he was going through skits, he wasn't being racist, but he definitely was basically depicting an Asian a certain way or a Hispanic a certain way.
Yeah,
stereotypes. And there's stereotypes. I mean, but that isn't that half of comedy? You know what I mean? Like it's meant there to be funny. It's not there to hurt anybody.
Designed to but
to a certain extent. To a certain extent, yes. I mean, if you're just
it's like somebody trying to come up with. It's like somebody doing some really, limp-wristed, lispy.
I mean, we're not Kanye West here. We're literally,
right.
but you know what I mean,
and being like, oh, okay, guys, sound like this, blah 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 blah. Yeah, fuck you off.
Emotional damage, for example. Yeah. Like, that was one of the most used buttons. I use it all the time. And because it was done by an Asian guy, obviously that is okay. And he did that for content. But a lot of people were like, oh, that isn't how all Asian people are. And started trying to literally cancel him over it. Oh, and it's like, come on, dude. It's like, we are so PC these days. And honestly, it's not a matter of because here's the difference between being woke and being a Gen Zer and a hipster and all these other stereotypes that people try to put on everybody. I will just say this right now. It's a fucking joke. It's not meant to be serious. Now, if somebody's going online and they're like, N-word, 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 you're a piece of shit, hate, bigotry, blah, fuck those people. Get them the fuck off of all content. Because, look, we've had enough of those fucking people over the last, 4 elections. So, but I'm just saying in general, we need to get to a point where we need to separate that. And, okay, this is comical, this is funny, to... this is too much. You know what I mean? And I don't think we have found that happy balance at all. I feel like a lot of people get very upset and very worked up over some stupid shit sometimes. I really do. I literally am online and people get separate. I mean, that is a whole separate beast in itself. But you get what I'm saying. And you being part of the LGBTQ plus community, you out of anybody understand that, because it's like that flip side, right? Why is it okay for one group to make fun of one group and not another, and blah, 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 blah. And there's that divide. And let's be frank, and we know this better than anybody, the LGBTQ plus is their worst enemy because they all attack each other instead of grouping up and being together.
I will 1,000 fucking degrees. I approve this message. You're not wrong. We are.
I mean, even Puppy said the same thing.
It's a wonderful dichotomy of self-destruction and I would say alienism.
Yeah. They cause a lot of their own problems because they alienate themselves from other people instead of trying to embrace it or just be themselves. And there's reasons for that. There's reason for that because some people can't feel accepted no matter what they do because that's what they believe in or that's who they are. But also on the flip side of it too, that doesn't mean you be a complete and utter jackass to people
Right.
either.
Yeah. No, and trust me, there
Like-
are people out there that do it.
I mean, religion is a prime example of that. Just because you
Tons.
are faithful and you believe in Jesus doesn't mean that you have to push it
Right.
off on anybody. And I'll still say this and this is fucking hilarious. And I heard this actually on a comedy routine. I forget who it was, but they were like, look, I'm Jewish, and I'll tell you right now, my people don't want you. You have to fight to become Jewish. You have to go. It's one of the longest regiments to go through to become part of the Jewish community. We don't want you. We don't want you. We don't push it off on anybody. We don't care what you believe. We do our thing. Let us be us and you be you. And you know, it's funny because like I'm not religious really at all. Like I am, you know, in like a spiritual sense kind of, but not like Jesus sense. I don't know. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, whatever. You haven't felt it, or you haven't felt the presence of Jesus. You know, like, dude, I was actually part of the Mormon Church at one point in time, and that whole thing.
Baptist Jew right here, and I don't practice.
Yeah,
I was raised Baptist. I'm from a Jewish family.
Like they take care of their own. And anything outside that bubble, they don't. It's just that isn't the way the world should work. It should be, hey, let's help out as much, because the Mormons in general, because a lot of people don't even know what the fuck Mormons are.
Hot mess, man.
But I will tell you, they, like the missionaries and all those guys, man, they will drop everything they're fucking doing. They will mow your lawn if you ask them to. They would
said
fucking,
they're gonna drop their pants.
No,
and I'm like,
no, they're not Catholic.
Can confirm.
They're not Catholic.
That's because they're above.
See, look, that's a joke, people. It's a joke. All right.
Yeah.
We can't all be priests.
I will. Fuck. I mean, I'm technically a reverend for the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, so technically, I don't know.
Just your face when
again,
I said
not
that, you're like, oh,
practicing.
shit, he went there. Look, all right.
God.
Look,
Well,
I'll stop.
all right,
I'll stop. I'm going down a rant. All right, DJ, you take over the podcast. I'm done talking.
There we go. I will say that when it comes to that, you know, we've got so many different things that happen where people feel either underrepresented or represented the wrong way, and rather than take initiative and get involved in order to change a perception or a stereotype, in order to represent the underrepresented side of whatever group that you're a part of, as long as it's not destructive.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, instead of taking that initiative and being so bold, they sit back and tear down everybody around them because they're like, well, I don't want to have to go through and become, you know, more pop culture than this idiot. So instead, I'll just talk shit.
Yep.
Because what? You don't have the time, creativity, or you're jealous. Like, there's a little
Jealousy
piece
is
of
the key
truth in
factor in our
every
industry.
one of those. Yeah. And
Jealousy is the key factor. And that is an ongoing trait in streaming.
But and to be fair, and I want to be very clear about this one. To be fair, it is a human emotion, and it is built into us. There is no, this is not you're a terrible person because you're envious or because you're jealous or whatever. No. Experiencing that is not a problem.
Yeah.
How you act upon it, that's where the problems start. Except the fact that, you know what, I'm jealous of that situation. I'm jealous of what that person's have. I'm jealous of those opportunities. That's fine. Envy them, work harder to achieve them. But the last thing that needs to happen, the one thing that will work completely against you, is when you start motivating yourself through negativity. Well, they don't deserve it because of this. Who fucking cares about whether you think they don't deserve it? Why do you deserve it? And I'll tell you why I'm definitely bitching about it. It's not one of them. You know, and it comes back to the same thing with the, well, I would say with the churches. Well, I'm just gonna leave that topic alone.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna use the best analogy I possibly can. Where do you think Cain and Abel came from? It's literally they were the original content creators, but of farms. And one got jealous of the other one's love and fucking killed him.
Well,
you know what I mean? So it's literally, and that's why the Bible in itself is stories to basically make human race better, the human race better. That's what I truly believe. I feel like it was a bunch of passed down stories.
That's been altered, changed, and
About a million fucking times. But the purpose of it, the purpose of it is to make people better.
And this is, and I've said this 1,000 times before, I'll say it 1,000 times again because it's so fucking true. If you require a deity in order to justify why you do good things, you really need to step back and check the reasons why you are engaged in that type of a belief structure.
Wait, isn't that why I got married?
Dear God. I don't need a deity to make good choices. You shouldn't need a deity to make good choices.
My wife is
now,
my
whether
God.
you want to, whether you want to, engage in philosophical belief structures for the purpose of achieving a better afterlife, if that's what you believe, great, so be it. That's between you and whatever higher power you support, believe in, pray to, sacrifice things for, whatever. That's between you and that higher power. It doesn't have to be between anybody else, ever. Trust me, I've made a couple Mormon boys say, "Oh God, oh God, oh God."
Look, at the end of the day, if you get lost and confused, just watch Team America. Everything will be fine.
There we go. Now,
which
with
would
that
be
being
destroyed by Gen Zers this day and age.
Oh God, yeah.
I got Zeke to watch it for the first time ever last week,
and
so he's on a Team America kick right now. He's fucking dying. Especially
fucking
the
hilarious.
Matt Damon. That part is fucking the best, dude. I love it. But yes, no, 100%, dude. Like, honestly, the whole reason why we do this podcast is to kind of vent about the bullshit in the world. And, hopefully you guys relate to it at the same time. And not only that, but we love video games. We love what we do. And sometimes there's ups, there's downs, and I wish there was a deity that gave us wealth and prosperity and fucking, made people show up when we want them to. But, that's just not the reality of it. We had to work hard. We had to fucking pull up our sleeves and fucking do what we got to do. And there's going to be ups and downs and people passing and living and health. And, there's a million things that can go wrong in a day, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's how you push through it as a person, and hopefully this podcast, you guys can relate to it, you guys can enjoy it, separate yourself from the real world for at least an hour, Yeah. And just have a good time in life, because we're only here for so long, and we got to enjoy it, and hopefully we leave a lasting impact that carries on to our families down the road, or somebody in our community, or my daughter, or her kids, and the legacy just keeps passing on and on and on and on. You never know what tomorrow brings. So we try to be the best we can be. We're not perfect, nobody is, except Jesus.
Oh God.
Sorry, I had to throw it in there once.
What you say to me, you little shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
So, yeah, exactly. Jesus, see, you always finish it afterwards. Well, at least Jesus finishes. Wait, too far?
Wow, 3 days later. God.
Well, he came 3 days later, I thought. Oh, my God. No?
We are.
All right.
The hell, we're definitely going there.
We gotta end this podcast before we get into any trouble.
Christ.
Look,
all right.
No, holy Christ. Yes, exactly. Well, it's not
my
Easter.
God.
Wait, is it? I don't know.
No, let's not. Let's just.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna save that for spring.
Well, that's what he did from the dead.
I guess that's where rock and roll started.
No wonder I hate zombies in Call of Duty. Oh, God damn it. All right.
That's it.
So on that note,
yes.
Guys, we are crushing it in the watch hours. You guys have been doing a fantastic job. Just make sure you guys keep watching. I think we're like a little bit over 200 watch hours. So if everybody grinds it out and watches, that'll be fucking fantastic, because if we hit that marker, we're going to get an email and we'll be partnered. We'll have the nice shiny check mark. We're going to get subs.
Yeah.
We'll get emotes. That'll be fun too, DJ, because we'll get to make some emotes together. We'll have like our little heads and stuff, and we'll be able to like make some really cool stuff, and you guys can support us that way as well. And we can keep pushing forward. Plus, on top of it, I think we get partnered. I think we get pushed a little bit more too on YouTube. So that'll be awesome. And then
that would be great.
Starting January 1st too, our shorts are going to start helping more with the algorithm and pushing us out a little bit more too. So
yeah, we got to get better on that.
Yeah, we definitely do. I think we should start making
and
we need as marketing people, we need to be like, all right, I'm taking Monday, you take Friday. Like we need to start doing that because we're getting bad about that. But even so, we're that much closer, guys, and we only have December. That's it. We have the last 3 days of November and December to hit that goal, and then it resets, and then we're gonna have to get 4,000 watch hours all over again. So please, for the love of fucking God, not Jesus Christ, please make sure you guys watch it front to back. If you guys can, just open it up, start from episode 1, go all the way through. Even if you've already watched, go back and watch them again. Help us out. Pull it up on your computer, pull it up on your TV, have it at 1%. Make sure that you don't have it around children under the age of 18 unless you want them to be corrupt, because us.
Yep.
And
nothing
also,
says fun like your child saying, "Shit-eating bastard, pig fucker," and you're like, what?
Emotional damage.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, but just in general, just make sure you guys know that it is 18 plus. It's not made for kids, because this is for adults. This is for gamers. This is for nerds. This is for us after the age of 18 and venting. Why is your mouth wide open? What's happening?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. And then also too, guys, you guys can find me, The Lost Drake, at all streaming platforms at The Lost Drake, and also on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram and Tickety Talks and the YouTubes and everywhere. The Lost Drake across the board. DJ, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter for now.
Twitter for now,
as opposed to Twitter for all, because it's no longer for all. Also on the, what's it called? The Thing. I got to look at the Thing.
The thing? Yes.
The Thing.
Hive?
Hive Social, obviously over on Twitch.
He wants to be a bee.
Basically, listen.
He wants to be buzzworthy. He wants to be buzzworthy. That should be the name of their news on that, buzzworthy.
Oh, God. Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're welcome. There goes my camera.
I know. So there we go. On the TikToks and all the other jazz, it's all DJBluePDX. You can find, and we record these on Mondays, try and get them out within the week, and there you go.
Yep. So guys, drop a follow, subscribe. Make sure you guys click the little bell. And guys, we will see you guys next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. And as always, guys, have a great week in gaming, movies, TV, everything else. Next week, we should have some cool stuff to talk about. And me and DJ, definitely after the Dying Light stream, I think we're going to start doing that more, because we had fun doing that once we actually got together.
Once we actually got it going,
yeah. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching Pardon the D. And we love you. Peace.
Yeah. Peace. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.